Hi, everyone, and welcome once again to Channel 8's coverage of high school basketball. I'm Gordy Deal. He's Phil Hill. This is East Brunswick High School, and the two teams you're watching warm up behind us are two of the best in the conference this year. In fact, 1 and 2 in the GMC Red Division. And win tonight for East Brunswick against St. Joe's will clinch the Red Division, and we've got a good-looking game ahead, Phil.
We got a battle ahead. Anytime St. Joe's and East Brunswick get together, it's a war. It's going to be a loud place in here tonight, Gordy. Of course, the Bears coming into this game and with a 43-36 loss to South Brunswick. I asked Bo Henning about that. He said, quite frankly, we just didn't play that well. He says, you got to give South Brunswick a lot of credit. He says, but we played 4 really tough games in a row, and the Piscataway game before that was really a war, scratches and all. So he expects his team to bounce back tonight, and East Brunswick has that type of team. They're probably the most balanced team, not only in the Red Division, but in the county. They can run if you want to run. They can play half court if you want to play half court, and they have some excellent personnel.
Always a good game when these two schools get together. East Brunswick won the first meeting between these two, 67-61, back on January 12th, and that was a game in which East Brunswick ran out to a 16-2 lead. St. Joe's actually made it a game late by scoring 31 points in the fourth quarter. So both these teams have that explosive capability, should make it exciting.
Well, two things the coaches have to be concerned. If you're Bo Henning, you're concerned that your team doesn't play like they did the fourth quarter, where St. Joe's did score 31 points. On the other hand, Lou Urbano says, hey, they can't play any better than they played the first 3 quarters. They shot 61% from the floor, 50% from the three-point range. So things only have to get better for St. Joe's as far as Lou is concerned.
Speaking of Lou Urbano, Bo Henning was his very first coaching game, his first high school coaching job. East Brunswick at St. Joe's coming up. All right, let's take a look at the starting lineups for both clubs. First for visiting St. Joe's, which comes in with a record of 11-4 overall, 9-2 in the GMC Red Division. At the point guard will be number 34, Ibn Gatling, a junior. The other guard, Andy Koltunowicz, a senior. The forwards, number 30, Preston Beverly, and number 33, Greg Kaczynski, both juniors. And the center is Chris Rose, who goes 6'6", and wearing number 35. For East Brunswick, the point guard, number 11, Bob Henning, who's a junior, also the coach's son. Number 13, Ryan McBride, a junior, is the other guard. The two forwards, number 30, Chris Schuler, and number 33, Larry Press, a pair of juniors. And Max Johnson, number 50, will be the senior and the center. East Brunswick in the home white jerseys, white shorts with green numbers and trim. St. Joe's in the visiting green.
Okay, if you want to watch out for some matchups, watch out for Henning and Gatling and Johnson and Kaczynski.
And let's get our biases out in the open first. I'm a St. Joe's grad. Your nephew's jumping center.
That's right.
All right.
But you live in East Brunswick.
Well, I grew up in East Brunswick.
Okay.
Well, the announcement by John Emery, there's always been a history of intense rivalries between these two schools, and that has carried at times up into the stands with the fans saying stuff. So,
I'll tell you,
announcement here first of all. It's everybody, just cool it. It's high school athletics. Let's all enjoy the game.
I think sometimes your alma mater gets a bad rap. I like to see kids get into the game. As long as they're not foul-mouthed, I think it's great that they get in the game as much as they do.
I think you got foul mouths everywhere, who spoil it for the rest. Well, we'll watch as the game unfolds. Here we go. Max Johnson wins the tip and tracked down by Bob Henning. Across the timeline, on the right wing, inside to Johnson, turnaround, good. Max looks sharp right away. First 2 points, EB leads at 2-0.
And Max coming to call for a good game. The last time these two teams played, he had 14 points. They're going to need all of them here.
Ibn Gatling runs the point. Andy Koltunowicz, big three-point shooter for St. Joe's. This is Koltunowicz in the corner.
And the Bears in a tough man-to-man defense.
Up top for Kaczynski. Follically challenged Kaczynski, I should say. Goes with the bald look. Here's Koltunowicz. Lob inside to Preston Beverly. Beverly brings rain with the turnaround jumper. It won't fall.
And Larry Press with the big rebound.
Pull-up jumper from the outside, rolls around. The shooter's touch for Ryan McBride.
And he has the touch. A pure shooter, Ryan McBride.
Very soft around the rim was that shot. 4-0 East Brunswick with a minute gone by. Gatling with the left-handed dribble. Long three for Gatling. Way off. Rebounded by Beverly, put it up, won't go, and Henning hauls it down.
I'll tell you, smallest guy in the court.
McBride fires inside, tipped out, and last touch by East Brunswick. St. Joe's will bring it the other way.
All right, McBride out of control, came up with a no-look pass, and St. Joe's took over.
This is Ibn Gatling, Jr. In fact, the whole St. Joe's squad, except for Andy Koltunowicz, is comprised of juniors.
Amazing.
And East Brunswick only has 3 seniors themselves.
Schuler.
Here's Henning with the dish outside for Schuler. Shot won't go. Johnson the rebound. Inside to Schuler, left standing there in the paint. Good job to draw the foul. I believe they're going to get Larry Press. I'm sorry, Greg Kaczynski.
And Shu goes to the line. Shu, of course, we had a Shu here before, his older brother. And Chris is known as Shu as well.
Actually, the foul went to Chris Rose. That is his first, team foul number 1 on St. Joe's. Schuler at the free throw line, 73% free throw shooter, missed the first. EB leads at 4-0 with 2 minutes gone by, opening quarter. Second by Schuler also won't go, and the rebound pulled down by Beverly. Gatling. Oh. Shot blocked.
Max with a big block. Oh, mercy.
And Larry Press converts for East Brunswick the other way.
I'll tell you, Bobby Henning with a super no-look pass.
St. Joe's wants a timeout. 5:33 to go, first quarter, 6-0 East Brunswick. Let's go to the Bears huddle and hear what head coach Bo Henning has to say.
Now listen to me. They're going to keep coming to the rim hard. When they get the ball on the high post, you got to be ready to react with your feet, not your hands, okay? Now, we've shown pretty good break. Keep running the floor. But if we have to, let's pound our, they can't guard us. Let's pound our offense at them. Let's go.
And of course, Gordy, when he's talking about reacting with your feet, he's talking about boxing out. The Bears seemingly have done everything well to this point.
St. Joe's trying to go with the height advantage here. They do have the height advantage over East Brunswick. We'll see how the height matches up against the shorter lineup and speed of East Brunswick. Gatling driving, reverse layup, no. And the rebound is yanked down by Larry Press. Henning on the right wing for Schuler.
The Bears showing some patience here.
Press up top for Schuler. Around to Henning. Shot is blocked.
Beverly.
St. Joe's the other way. Rose put it on the floor.
I'll tell you, I thought he walked. I thought he walked, Gordy, but the foul was called.
Foul is going to go on Chris Schuler. That's his first. Also team foul number 1 at East Brunswick. Into the game for St. Joe's is Sean Young, a junior. In fact, an East Brunswick native. That's why he enters to the chorus of boos. Chris Rose takes a seat. Johnson almost makes the steal. St. Joe's still with it. Here's a 3 for Gatling. Rebound, Beverly put it up and in.
A strong rebound by Preston Beverly.
They're going to have to find a way to box him out because he can dominate down low. Preston gets about 9 points a game. Johnson in the lane.
I'll tell you, Max.
Nice little jump hook.
Looking awfully sharp early on.
Johnson with 4. East Brunswick up 8-2. Brett Godet getting set to check in for East Brunswick. And a steal by Henning. Did he call timeout before he stepped on the line? No, he did not.
So. And Bo is probably just as glad he didn't. You want to talk about a fine ball player coming in the game now, Brett Gadet is about as smooth a ball player as you're going to see, Gordy. He's a transfer from St. Peter's, and he does it all.
Brett had to sit out the first 30 days of the season, as did Preston Beverly of St. Joe's, who came over from Monroe. Sean Young for St. Joe's, now Gatling. Lob down low, intended for Kaczynski, but knocked out of bounds. Couldn't get a handle on it.
And Johnson giving Kaczynski fits early on. They battled the last time they played. And picking up right here.
Those are two big boys.
Two strong fellas.
A lot of muscle. Here's Henning with the good ball control. Gadet. Now for McBride. Here's Johnson. Max spinning baseline, tosses back out for Gadet. They'll set up on the right wing. Down low to Johnson and a reach and foul on Preston Beverly. That'll be his first, second team foul on St. Joe's. Preston Beverly comes from pretty good genes, doesn't he?
Oh, that's for sure.
His father, Randy Beverly, a former defensive back for the New York Jets.
He comes from excellent Stockton.
Randy had a couple of interceptions in Super Bowl III when the Jets beat the Colts. There's a long three-pointer from McBride. Boy, that's his bread and butter. McBride's got 5 on the first three-pointer of the night. East Brunswick runs out to an 11-2 lead. This is similar to what happened in the first meeting between these two schools on January 12th. East Brunswick shot out to a 16-2 lead and ran away with the game.
And I'll tell you, we got Dan Wang in the game a lot earlier than we're used to seeing him in. And you got to believe Bo wants another big body in there, so Dan Wang in.
Three-point attempt by Sean Young, rolled up the top of the backboard, out of bounds. East Brunswick will get it back. There's Henning, working on Gatling. McBride, Johnson, poked out of his hands by Beverly and tracked down by Henning. Henning very patient. Wang has it knocked away momentarily, recovered by Gadet. One-handed bounce pass to Wang. There's a 3 for Gadet.
I'll tell you, NBA 3.
Glanced off the front iron, tracked down by St. Joe's. Gatling lost the handle, but a whistle and a foul.
I'll tell you, you got to be feel pretty good about yourself to wear number 34 for St. Joe's. I think last year, Jason Williams, I believe I'm correct, wore that number.
Jason now at Duke University. Good crew St. Joe's had last year. For a couple of years, had a nice run with a good group of guys. Outside jumper is good for Greg Kaczynski, his first 2. And the lead for East Brunswick is 7. Here's Henning the other way. Henning got whistled for the foul just before, his first team second, and a three-pointer for Max Johnson.
I'll tell you, Max 3 for 3 right now.
Not enough that, you know, a kid with that size can beat you all night long down low, and then he could just step out and nail a 3 on you. Boy, that hurts.
That's the type of balance they have.
Chris Rose back in the game for St. Joe's as Preston Beverly takes a rest. Andy Koltunowicz, the senior, three-point threat with the basketball. Lobs to Kaczynski, working on Johnson, spinning in a lane, got Max off his feet.
Fine move by Greg Kaczynski.
Good move by Kaczynski. He's got 4. East Brunswick leads at 14-6. Good head shoulders fake that time. Here's a long 3 for Henning.
Oh,
Bob Henning, his first 3, 17-6. Third three-pointer of the night already for East Brunswick. And a steal. Sean Young couldn't get a handle on it. Henning the other way in a 1-on-4. And they're going to whistle a double dribble.
I don't know that he did. It looked like he fell to one knee there and kept on dribbling the ball. It was rather low. I don't know if he had both hands on it.
It is difficult to see, no question. Jeff Angerbauer, the official, makes the call. He's working with Fabian Alessandro, if you're keeping track tonight. Minute to go first quarter, 17-6 East Brunswick. Gatling for Young. In the corner, the three-pointer no good. Gadet the rebound. Johnson, one-handed pass inside of Wang. Left-handed scoop.
Oh,
wow, nice move on Chris Rose. Wang's on the board with his first two. EB 19-6.
Dan Wang with a scoop shot. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, good composure that time by Gatling to hang on to it. Rose loses the handle, regains. Here's Young driving, steps through the double team, whistling a foul on Brett Gaudette. That'll be his first. And the team's third. To the free throw line will go Sean Young. 69.5% free throw shooter. Just a junior.
And Sean Young had 15 points the last time these two teams played each other.
First free throw is good for Sean. 19-7. East Brunswick leads it. Andy Koltunowicz takes a breather for St. Joe's. Lee Alvarez Jr. replaces him. Alvarez wearing number 21.
And Lee Alvarez, another East Brunswick native. Young fellow played Babe Ruth baseball here and quite an athlete.
Second free throw good by Sean Young. He's got two. 19-8. East Brunswick in the lead. 20 seconds to go, first quarter. Gaudette on the right wing. Playing for one. For McBride. Back to Gaudette. Kick out for a McBride. Three. Got it.
You almost want to say sweet every time he puts it up.
Second three-pointer of the night for Ryan McBride. He's got 8. And East Brunswick finishes the first quarter leading at 22-8 over St. Joe's. Let's go to the huddle and see what Bo Henning is saying.
Let's keep up the defense. Let's go. Your way. Great fucking move, man. It's getting nasty in the second quarter.
Danny. All right, they just put you in the 4 spot right now again, right? All right. No, Brett's got you. Brett's in the 1. All right, now you can't be surprised by any kind of press. It's usually man or 2-2-1. It's 2-2-1 will walk up, right? Listen, your guy gets the ball. You're working really hard away from the ball, but then sometimes we're standing straight up defensively. We're going to get taken off the dribble. Stay in stances. Okay? Push the ball. I'll tell you what, if we show them thumbs up and you can change sides of the floor a couple times, I think you'll get whatever you want, okay? So you run your break. If it's not there, do that job, right, Lauren? Let's go.
And Gordy, you're probably looking at, by consensus, if you were to poll the other coaches in Middlesex County, without a doubt, they'd say that Bo Henning is the best coach in the county.
No doubt. I think a couple of years ago you would have put Paul Schob in that category.
That's right.
The former Piscataway coach. Just terrific. I mean, just really connects with the kids.
That's for sure.
Just understands how to push the buttons. Whistling a foul on St. Joe's.
And I'll tell you, the first time these teams met in the first quarter, score was 16-9. This 7 points. This time it's 22-8, 14 points. So Lou Urbano looking for something different early on and not quite getting it.
I should give the foul to Ibn Gatling. They indicated number 31 is actually number 34. Gatling gets his first personal, third team foul on St. Joe's, and the team fouls are all even at 3. Now a whistle away from the ball along the baseline. They're going to whistle Justin Borak, who's in the game now.
Justin Borak's a banger, so he's going to get physical with someone.
His first, team's 4th. This is Kaczynski working on Johnson. Nice spin. Puts up an awkward shot. It won't go. Good defense. And the shot by Lee Alvarez is blocked. Here comes East Brunswick the other way. McBride, Borak, now in the corner for Gaudette. Johnson puts it on the floor, picked up by Kaczynski. This is Borak. Gaudette with a quick pull-up jumper, in and out. Borak the rebound as it's swatted out by Kaczynski.
I'll tell you, I like Borak. Borak, every time you see him, he's going to the board strong. And down this other end here, you got to like the way the Bears played on defense there. Once Johnson lost Kaczynski, Press picked him up, or vice versa.
Yep, good help defense. Preston Beverly back in the game for St. Joe's, replacing Lee Alvarez. Meanwhile, Brett Gaudette and Justin Borak are out of the game for East Brunswick. Pete Zachary makes his debut in the EB lineup. And Bob Henning returns as well. 6:45 to go, second quarter. East Brunswick leads at 22-8. Here's a near steal. Henning wins it back.
Oh, mercy.
And his no-look pass was so clever that nobody saw it. And Bob gives a little swat on the fanny to Larry Press, saying, sorry we didn't hook up. Gatling working on Henning. Good point guard battle here tonight. Ball loose on the floor. Kaczynski had it for a moment. Knocked out of bounds and last touch by East Brunswick.
I'll tell you, the Bears with a very aggressive defense.
Chris Schuler returns to the lineup. He gives Pete Zachary a break. 6:22 to go, first half. Sean Young for Gatling. Gatling's had a lot of ball time tonight. Here's Kaczynski, put it on the floor.
He lost it.
And lost it. Here's Henning racing the other way. Oh, long lob pass.
Oh, mercy.
Shot won't fall, but saved in bounds. And Schuler got it back. And Henning will reset. Johnson for the open three. Little long, ball still loose. Gatling tracks it down. Gatling gets a pick from Kaczynski. There's a lob pass inside. Beverly had it for a moment, but tracked down by Johnson.
Press with excellent defense once again.
Johnson driving. Wow, look at the big fella go. And a whistle and a foul on St. Joe's.
I'll tell you, Max drawing that foul, going to the hole strong there.
Absolutely. Foul will go on Preston Beverly, and that's 2 on Preston Beverly. St. Joe's cannot afford to have him in foul trouble. Team foul number 4 on St. Joe's. Johnson to the line. Shoot a pair.
Max short on that one. Of course, Max, one of the 2 team captains for this Bear team here, and has worked very hard over the summer to develop his game.
Chris Rose out of the lineup for St. Joe's. Andy Koltunowicz is in. Max missed the first but made the second. He's got 8. Here's Gatling. Lob pass inside. Everybody saw it too late. Turnover St. Joe's. Pass intended for Beverly, but some good front defense by Larry Press, and nobody saw it.
And Press is doing the job, an excellent job down in the low post there, defensively.
Here's Press up top for Schuler, and a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Foul's going to go on Greg Kaczynski. That is Kaczynski's first, and team foul number 5 on St. Joe's. Brian Wilverding is in the game for St. Joe's, and he gives Kaczynski a break. Lou Urbano, the head coach at St. Joe's in his first season. His first high school coaching job was an assistant to Bo Henning. There's a three-pointer by Bob Henning. Henning has 6 on the strength of a pair of three-pointers. Schuler goes crashing into the stands. And St. Joe's will get it back. 26-8. Blowout City early on. 4:44 to go here in the second quarter. Gatling driving, paint, draws a crowd, throws it up, no. Offensive foul.
Wow.
Gatling a little out of control. They whistled him for pushing off, so Gatling picks up his second. And
I'll tell you, Bobby Henning has already set the season career record for taking charges. He has 16 to date. Rich Whalen in 1994-95 had 14.
That's impressive. Talk about knowing the basics. Nice pass inside to Johnson. Put it up, won't go. St. Joe's looking at some early foul trouble. Beverly with the left-handed hook, no. Try to tip it, no. Swats it. And it's out of bounds to East Brunswick. Preston Beverly and Ibn Gatling, both with 2 fouls for St. Joe's.
And Max Johnson looking to Bo Henning as if he's tired, and Bo's not hearing it.
So one of the cushioned mats fell off behind the backboard there. So 2 of the technicians at the school, athletic director Frank Knoppenberger and trainer Phil Hostler, go over there to show their expertise. And
they do it all.
They didn't quite do it with the mat. They got a little Band-Aid fix on there. Referees seem to think it's okay. Here's Larry Press the other way. Johnson puts it on the floor, driving on Beverly, trying to draw the crowd, knowing that Beverly has 2 fouls. Shot won't go. Beverly the rebound. Koltunowicz for St. Joe's, baseline good.
I'll tell you, nice move.
His first 2, 26-10.
Andy Koltunowicz.
Wow, another foul on Preston Beverly. That little hip check is going to cost him. That's 3.
And if you Lou Urbano, you can't be happy about that, and I think he's going to
have to give him a break. Beverly comes out. Wilverding comes out. Sean Young is back in, and Chris Rose is back in. Rather Kaczynski. Ryan McBride takes a breather for East Brunswick as Brett Cadet returns to the lineup. Henning at the free throw line, 84% free throw shooter. He's in the 1-and-1 since that was team foul number 7 on St. Joe's. Second one is also good. 2 for 2 at the line, 8 points on the night. Max Johnson, Bob Henning, and Ryan McBride all with 8 points to lead East Brunswick here. 3:15 to go, second quarter, 28-10. And a putback by Rose.
And Rose with his first 2 points.
Dan Wang is going to return to the East Brunswick lineup in just a moment. Henning for Gaudette on the right wing. Wraparound pass for Johnson. Oh, nice feed inside. Put up by Press.
Oh.
Won't go. They're going to call a travel.
Oh, mercy. And Bo saying, where's the push?
Dan Wang in the lineup. Larry Press will take a breather after Yeoman's job on defense. 2:50 to play, first half. It's Koltunowicz. Puts it on the floor, left-hand scoop in the lane, off the glass and in.
Super move.
Koltunowicz with 4. St. Joe's has cut the lead in half, 28-14. That's going to be an offensive foul. Gaudette a little bit out of control and a good job of body positioning by Chris Rose.
Exactly. Anytime you leave your feet that far from the basket there.
And that's the second personal on Gaudette, team foul number 5. Schuler comes out of the game, and Justin Borak is back in for East Brunswick.
And the Falcons are chipping away.
28-14. East Brunswick still in command. Gatling, right corner. Look at that. Henning draws another charge. Gatling ran him over, and that's 3 on Gatling.
And the 17th drawn charge of the year. Just amazing. And we talk about drawn charges. He's an 84% free throw shooter, too, and the record is 87% for their season. So he's approaching that as well.
And he's only a junior. Henning for Borak. Back up to Bob. 2:05 to go, first half. Henning for Johnson, thinks 3, puts it on the floor. Oh, nice feed for Dan Wang, but a little too much traffic, got knocked out of bounds.
I'll tell you, Johnson had the step to go all the way to the hole.
He did.
And passed it off.
Gatling comes out of the game with 3 fouls for St. Joe's. Replacing him is Lee Alvarez. And we've got a 20-second timeout by Bo Henning. Let's hear what he has to say.
25. Let's listen to me. Let's step up our pressure full court a little bit. No fouls. They got no point guard in the game, okay? So make them work to bring the ball. No fouls in it, though. X if it's a zone.
I'll tell you, just what his players want to hear with the minute 59 seconds left. Several of them are sucking wind, and Bo's talking about full court pressure here. Mercy.
So Henning will trigger the inbound for East Brunswick. Up top for Borak. See how St. Joe's handles the pressure without Gatling, the point guard, in the game. Here's a long three for Henning. Off the back iron. Rebound get that. Fires it back in. Too many bodies in the way of that pass intended for Dan Wang, and St. Joe's the other way. This is Koltinsky.
Offense.
Kaczynski with an offensive foul. Henning draw that one too?
Truth, I didn't pick it up. I wouldn't be surprised.
I got screened a little bit, and he was the one on the ground, so I'll give him credit for it. The foul on Kaczynski is his second. Borak is out of the game. McBride returns for EB. Minute 20 to go, first half. McBride, Henning. Johnson with a minute 5 to go. Henning working on Koltunowicz. Very patient.
Milking that clock a little bit.
Yep, 50 seconds to go. Oh, pulls up for the wide open jumper and nails it. He shook his man with a good pull-up move and was going to pass it. When he realized his defender had fallen down, he just buried the open jumper. Henning now with 10. He's the first player to reach double figures. East Brunswick 30-14. Here's Alvarez. Turnaround jumper. And it falls through.
I'll tell you, Lee Alvarez with a nice touch there.
Well, that thing just sat up there. That almost came to a complete stop. 15 seconds to play. We'll see EB play for one here. Bob Henning with the round ball. 5 seconds ago. Behind the back dribble. Shakes the man. Leave for Wang. Out of bounds with a second to play.
And Bo didn't like that. Bo wanted them to finish it off with that last basket there.
30-16. East Brunswick in command here at the end of the first half. Shot at the buzzer. Close but no cigar for Kaczynski. And we've come to the end of the first half. East Brunswick leads it by the score of 30-16. Let's take a look at the first half numbers. First for St. Joe's. Not a whole lot of offense. Kaczynski had 4, Koltunowicz had 4, and then it was Alvarez, Young, Beverly, and Rose with 2. The concern, if you're St. Joe's, is that Ibn Gatling and Preston Beverly each had 3 fouls.
Right.
More fouls than points in the first half. For East Brunswick, they were led by Bob Henning, who had 10 points, including 3 3-pointers. Ryan McBride had 8 points. He had 2 3-pointers. Max Johnson had 8 points. He had 1 3-pointer. Larry Press chipped in with a deuce. Dan Wang chipped in with a deuce. And that's where we stand at halftime, 30-16.
Well, pretty close to the first time they played. It was 31-22 at the half. And as I said before, I'm sure Lou Urbano came in expecting that the Bears had to cool off and couldn't be as sharp as they were the first game, but the Bears are playing excellent ball.
All right, so stay tuned for second half action. East Brunswick leading it at the half, 30-16. All right, our faces in the crowd tonight. The camera work by Rory Serena, finding Randy Beverly. He's the father of Preston Beverly. Won a Super Bowl with the Jets back in 1968. Had a couple of interceptions in that 16-7 win over the Baltimore Colts.
That's right. Good memory. Also played with New England for about 5 years as well. Awful nice guy. Just spoke to him, and he was talking about something you covered last night, that XFL.
Yeah, right.
Wondering how they're going to do it all, and is it going to be arena type or what type of football?
They talked about a couple of subtle rule changes to make the game a little more fast-paced, I guess, for that XFL.
Gordy, if we can get the Wild Bunch up over in the right-hand corner there.
Yeah.
They chastised me for not giving them enough attention there.
Oh,
up in
really?
the upper right-hand corner there, there's the Wild Bunch.
They got an ego, huh?
And they got, you see some of the faces up there. They're not looking at us now, but we're trying to get their attention. But they just got on my case for saying, hey, they've worked really hard. And there's the Wild Bunch
there
up
they
over
are.
here. You see them raising their hands there. And they're great supporters of the Bears. And as long as they keep it clean, it's fine.
Looking for, they get on you for looking for attention, then we point the camera at them and they're sleeping.
Really.
All right, a Wild Bunch. Good job. Look at the faces painted and everything. Very good. Good to see these guys coming out and supporting their classmates. I'd like to see that on the high school level.
That's for sure.
I'll finish off about Randy Beverly and his son Preston, who got in some foul trouble for St. Joe's in the first half. Preston's got what some people think are Division I basketball skills, but in addition to that, his most important numbers are 1450 on his SATs.
Mercy.
So
1450?
He's doing as well on the court as he is in the classroom. Maybe even a little better in the classroom. That's certainly the case tonight.
I'll tell you, that's super. And we don't always talk about that. If you look down this Bear roster here, you got a few National Honor Society players and people with great point averages, and it's just gotten to be commonplace here in East Brunswick with East Brunswick's athletes, so we don't talk about it a whole lot. If we get a chance, we will.
Absolutely. Don't want to let that go by the wayside, because that's obviously why they're here. And by the way, my congratulations to you. Speaking of faces in the crowd, I know we went by Sandy a little while ago. 31 years.
31 years married today.
Phil Hill. I don't know. Sandy, obviously, she's going. That's her in the vest there. She'll be a saint.
And she'll kill you if she knew you were on camera. Game time.
All right, second half is underway. Johnson had a solid first half. And the putback for Larry Press.
And as always, Larry Press is right there.
Press has 4. East Brunswick extends to 32-16. Ibn Gatling with 3 fouls. And a block shot by McBride on Koltunowicz. Gatling gets it back. Gatling for 3. Rebound Press stripped away by Beverly. Picked up by Kaczynski.
I'll tell you, nice move by Greg.
And the verse is good. Kaczynski with 6, 32-18. The lead remains 14. And now a reach-in foul on Chris Rose, who slapped at Larry Press.
And if you're a coach, you hate to give up a foul like that. It's really an unnecessary type foul.
Number 2 on Chris Rose. Number 1 on the team this half. Get it in for Johnson. Up top now, McBride fires it down low.
That's a set play there. Johnson got bumped out of bounds. He couldn't have come back in anyway.
I think Beverly anticipated it. Did a good job to get in the way and break that up. Well, St. Joe's will get the basketball, trailing by 14. Not quite a minute gone by here in the third quarter. Boy, Gatling and Preston Beverly have to be really careful in the early going here, both with 3 fouls. Gatling goes for Beverly. Strong drive to the hole, but can't get it to fall.
I'll tell you, strong move by Beverly. You're right, cannot put it down, though.
And a whistle and a foul is going to go on Chris Rose, and that is 3 on Rose. Team foul number 2 in the second half on St. Joe's.
And Press again, once again, Larry Press right in the middle of things.
Good boisterous crowd tonight here at East Brunswick High School. Watching right now the top 2 teams in the GMC Red Division. Here's Johnson for 3. He hit from there in the first half, can't get that to fall. Rose the rebound.
Max sort of forced it.
Here's Kaczynski. Shot up, won't go, but a whistle and a foul is going to go on Johnson. For Max, only his first. Team foul number 1 on East Brunswick here in the second half.
I think Max is going to come out. He knows it. And Bo's giving him a glare right now, and he made the mistake on the offensive end and then compounded it by coming down and creating the foul on the defensive end.
Dan Wang will come in and replace him. Kaczynski, in his first trip to the free throw line tonight, can't get the first to fall. He'll shoot one more.
And Bo Henning is in Max's face and saying, hey, come on, that's not your game.
One more coming for Kaczynski, 52% free throw shooter. Second is good. That's right about his average. Kaczynski now with 7. Henning on the ball for EB. Up top for Schuler. Schuler driving. Lobs it for press. He's doubled and stripped by Rose. And they're going to call a held ball.
I'll tell you, good call.
And the possession arrow belongs to St. Joe's.
And Johnson back in the game. Bo wants to straighten him out very quickly, and but he also got him back in the game very quickly.
Dan Wang comes back out after the quick time on the floor. Here's Gatling. Right corner. Koltunowicz got hacked on the arm on the way to the hole. And the foul is going to go on Ryan McBride, who picks up his first for East Brunswick. Second team foul for the Bears here in the second half. 5:59 to go, third quarter, 32-19. East Brunswick leads this. East Brunswick raced out to a 14-point lead at the end of one quarter. That's where it remained at the half. Each team scored 8 points in the second quarter. First free throw is good by Koltunowicz. He has 5, a 65% free throw shooter. And the second is also good. So Koltunowicz now with 6. St. Joe's has scratched back to within 11. Here's Henning. For McBride. And now a pushing foul on St. Joe's. Koltunowicz will pick it up. That's his first. Team foul number 3 on St. Joe's.
Just unable to control his body right there.
And he had good position. There wasn't a real need to commit the foul there. Henning in the backcourt. Picks up the dribble, backs it off for Schuler. Schuler penetrates at the lane, kicks it out for Johnson. Long jumper won't fall.
Johnson aiming his shot instead of just shooting it. Bo just claps his hand and said, let's play ball.
St. Joe's can climb back to within a single-digit deficit here with the basket. 5:25 to go, third quarter. Gatling on the penetration, got a free look.
Oh, mercy.
Stepped in and banked it, and Bo Henning wants a timeout. St. Joe's has crawled back to within 9. It's 32-23 with 5:15 to go, third quarter.
And St. Joe's showing some fire here, so Bo wants to put it out very quickly.
Let's see what he has to say.
All right, hey, we need a set where we go inside with the ball a little bit, okay? Let's start. We don't need to fire up jump shots from everybody. He should be looking jump shot, maybe him. The rest of it, we need to put it inside, okay? Let's get a good set here. One of our fists set, one of our fists. If nothing's there, then we go motion. I don't know, are we running offensively? How come we backed off on the press? Are you gonna let them get comfortable? Let's get out there after them, come on.
St. Joe's on a 7-2 run to start the third quarter.
And Bo trying to light a fire under his team. That's as loud as you hear Bo Henning get. And that's as near angry as you'll see him get during a game. What he does in practice and in the locker room are two different things.
5:15 to go, third quarter. It's getting interesting. East Brunswick has let St. Joe's fight its way back in. The basket by Gatling before was just his first 2 points of the night. Here's Johnson at the free throw line. McBride fires the press underneath. Well done. Larry Press with 6.
And a good look by McBride.
And they needed that basket. Here's Gatling in the paint. Pull-up jumper off balance, but gets it to fall. Gatling with 4 on back-to-back buckets. And the lead again is 9. Henning thinks about 3, backs it off for a Johnson 3. That's good.
A big basket by Max.
Very big basket by Max Johnson, his second three-pointer of the night. He's got 11. 4.5 to go, third quarter. Back up to a 12-point lead. Lob inside for Beverly, lost the handle. McBride the other way. And Koltunowicz stepped in and pushed. Koltunowicz with his second, 4th team foul on St. Joe's.
And I tell you got to be impressed with Larry Press. A lot of people don't see the action that goes on, but he's doing a lot of little things to make the difference. The guy, Koltunowicz didn't lose the handle. Press got a hand in there.
Here's Schuler. Thinks about the jumper. Backs it off for McBride. Johnson on the high block. Shot won't go. Shot swatted by Beverly on the attempt by Schuler. Back the other way for Gatling. Gatling pull up for three. No. Tipped by Beverly. No. And the rebound pulled down by Press. Now we're going to have a whistle and a foul. They get Rose on a reach-in. They did.
Okay.
That is 4 on Chris Rose for St. Joe's. Team foul number 5 on the Falcons. Even 4 minutes to go, third quarter. 37-25. East Brunswick in command. Henning will reset. Backs it off for Johnson. Now McBride, and another reach in on Koltunowicz.
I'll tell you, Koltunowicz gets those simple fouls.
He's got 3. Koltunowicz with 3, Preston Beverly with 3, Greg Kaczynski with 2, Gatling's got 3, and Chris Rose has 4. Brett Cadet into the game for East Brunswick, replaces Ryan McBride. Chris Rose comes out for St. Joe's and is replaced by Sean Young.
And of course, one more team foul, and the Bears will go in 1-1.
Henning working on Gatling. Look at the ball control by Henning.
I'll tell you, he's just a marvel.
Gets it for Johnson. Now to a cutting Schuler. Had it swatted. Koltunowicz was there, but they were looking at Young. Let's see who they give it to. Jeff Angerbauer. Yeah, they're going to give it to Sean Young.
That's poetic justice there. Koltunowicz is played
right.
too hard to get such a ticky-tack.
Sean Young gets his first personal, team foul number 7 on St. Joe's, and East Brunswick is in the 1-1. Schuler at the free throw line for the second time tonight. He's 0 for 2, but a 73% free throw shooter on the season. And there's why. That's a good-looking shot.
Good-looking shot. And of course, Schuler played on a state championship volleyball team. Quite an athlete.
Second free throw by Schuler falls off. 38-25, St. Joe's by 13. Wow, nice look from Koltunowicz to a cutting Kaczynski. Nobody picked him up down the lane. He converts for the deuce. Back to an 11-point EB lead on Kaczynski's 9th point of the evening. Brett Cadet in the corner now for Henning. Now to a cutting Cadet. Wow, nice finish on that play by Larry Press.
Nice cut by Cadet.
On the good pass to Cadet.
I'll tell you.
Cadet with his first 2 points. Great play all around from Henning to Press to the cutting Cadet. Gatling, lob inside for Kaczynski.
That's on Johnson.
Push off on Max is going to cost him his second personal foul. And team foul number 3 on the Bears. Justin Borak will check into the lineup for East Brunswick, replacing Schuler. Inbounded by Koltunowicz. Get it for Kaczynski, out for Gatling now. Driving the lane, scoop shot, no good. Kaczynski the rebound. Whistle and a foul.
I think they got Bobby Henning on the reach-in.
Or Henning, that'll be his second personal foul. Team foul number 4 on the Bears. Koltunowicz the inbound for Kaczynski. Back to Koltunowicz and a whistle on a travel. 2:10 to go, third quarter, 40-27. East Brunswick by 13 with the basketball. What size shoe does Max wear?
18.
Yikes. Here's Cadet. Bounce pass inside for Press. They play catch.
Poor spacing right there.
Off the hands of Press and out of bounds. Anthony DeCanto for St. Joe's gets his first action of the night. Played in the JV game. Ibn Gatling takes a breather. Kaczynski with the fadeaway off the glass and in. Nice touch.
I'll tell you, very nice touch.
Kaczynski has 11. Tied for game high honors with Max Johnson of East Brunswick. The lead is 11 for EB. Here's Henning. Pull-up jumper. And he drills it.
And we have a new leader.
12 points is the game high for Bob Henning. Puts his club back up by 13 with 1:10 to play, third quarter. This is to Canto at the point. Gatling on the bench with 3 fouls. Picked up the dribble, now gets it for Beverly. Nice give and go. Beverly converts.
Beautiful.
Nice pass by Kaczynski. Beverly has 4 on what's been a pretty quiet night for him. Gets almost 9 points a game. He's at 4 now. 40 seconds to play, third quarter.
Bears playing for one shot.
30 seconds to go. There's Johnson working on Beverly. 13 seconds to go. Borak backs it off for Cadet. And now a whistle and a foul will go on Koltunowicz, and that will be his 4th.
I'll tell you, we don't mean to laugh there, Gordy, but Koltunowicz seems to get really unnecessary fouls.
Very good patience by the East Brunswick offense. Dan Wang, Ryan McBride check in. Max Johnson and Bob Henning will take a breather. Koltunowicz to the sideline for St. Joe's, and Brian Wilverding replaces him. 9 seconds to go. And Cadet to the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. His first trip to the line tonight. He's a 54% free throw shooter. First by Brett is good.
And we were talking about students. Brett Cadet is one of those students. While at St. Peter's, he was an honor roll student, and I'm sure has picked it up here at East Brunswick.
Attaboy, Brett. Second free throw is good. Doesn't look like a 54% free throw shooter. Got a pretty nice looking stroke. 5 seconds to go, third quarter. Sean Young, jumper with time running out, won't go. Beverly put it up, good. But they're going to say a whistle on the floor before the shot is going to go on Justin Borak. Second personal on Borak. 5th team foul. Max Johnson will come in for the final 2 seconds of the third quarter, replacing Larry Press.
Keep Press and Johnson in to avoid the lob pass here.
I'm sorry, they're going to give that foul on Press, not Borak.
I'll tell you, Kaczynski.
Shot at the buzzer is good by Kaczynski. Well, we have come to the end of 3 here at East Brunswick High School. 44-33. An 11-point lead for the Bears. Let's go to the huddle and Bo Henning.
All right, then we should have stayed. We didn't do either.
I shot too early.
All right. How you doing? You all right? You're in. Hurry up. Now, Danny, you're still in the 4. Max is 5. Justin's 3. Ryan's 2. So Bobby's in for Brett here. All right, now they're starting to get too many things, I think, inside around the basket. Okay? Let's keep real good pressure on the perimeter, and let's do a better job of jumping to the ball, right? Got to do a better job of jumping to the ball inside. Okay? We got to be able to deny, and then finish second shot. I know you got pushed, but you weren't playing very low, or he wouldn't have been able to push you. Box out and stay low, okay? All right. Keep running the floor. Remember how hard it was for us to come back against South Brunswick, how much it took out of us? It's probably taking something out of them. Run the floor. I bet you get some good opportunities, okay? Let's go.
Well, I'll tell you, Gordy, you gotta like Bo's strategies there, not being overly cautious like a lot of coaches would do. Slow it down and hold on to him. He wants to run them. He feels it's going to take much too much out of St. Joe's to try to get back, try to pull this game out. They're actually back in it.
Final 8 minutes of the contest, 44-33, East Brunswick by 11. If East Brunswick wins tonight, they clinch the GMC Red Division crown. They are undefeated right now in the conference. They're in the division, rather. Max Johnson with a big bucket right there. He's got 13 to lead all scorers. Back up to a 13-point lead. Here's Gatling. Lob down low for Kaczynski. Got fouled and put the ball in the net.
Great body control by Kaczynski. And we'll try to get the old-fashioned three-point play.
Dan Wang picks up the personal. That's his first, team foul number 6. Kaczynski now with 13. Step to the free throw line to try to finish off the old-fashioned three-point play. You have him for 13?
I have him for 15.
Okay, I missed his bucket at the end of the first half. Or into the third quarter, rather. Make that 16 now for Kaczynski after hitting the free throw. He's got 2 out of 3 on the night from the stripe.
And he matches the 16 that he had the first time these two teams met.
So Kaczynski now, game high honors. There's a cutting Johnson, put it up, shooter's touch. Johnson with 15. The lead is 12. And a wild shot by Gatling. And East Brunswick the other way. Just over a minute gone by here in the final quarter. Justin Borak. Nice spin on the baseline by Johnson. Wang with it. McBride driving. Draws a crowd. Shot won't fall. Ball loose. Grabbed by Kaczynski. St. Joe's is going to run. They have a little 2-on-1 set here. Sean Young laid it up. No. Offensive foul. And I don't think they're going to score the basket either.
I'll tell you, and the St. Joseph faithful don't like it. Don't like the call. And you see Lou Urbano saying, hey, give me a break here.
Second personal foul on Sean Young. 9th team foul overall for St. Joe's. Johnson on the right wing, 6:20 to go in a game. 48-36, EB by 12. Looking to wrap up the GMC Red Division. They are 11-0 in the division, 13-3 overall. Here's Henning, picked up by Gatling. Gatling's done well to hold at 3 personal fouls, which he had in the first half. Up top, Johnson. This would hurt.
Ooh, mercy.
Can you feel the burn? He's hot.
Max the axe.
18 points. His 3rd three-pointer of the night. Leads all scorers. 51-36. The lead is 15, and that might be the nail in the coffin. Still a lot of time to go, though. Young driving baseline. He stepped out of bounds.
And I'll tell you,
Schuler and Press return to the lineup, replacing Borak and McBride. Out of the game for St. Joe's is Brian Wilberding. And Kultunowicz is back in, and St. Joe's calls timeout. 5:37 to go, 4th quarter, 51-36. The East Brunswick lead is 15. Let's go to the huddle for more Bo Henning.
Sit down, get some water. Hurry up, sit down, get some water. You hear what Bobby's saying, right? Okay, it's going to be some kind of pressure, so 2-man, don't disappear if we need you. In the past, it's been man-to-man with a quick double on the ball, okay? So after you inbound, right now you're a 4, right? After you inbound, you may have to create a passing lane. If they're going to press us foolishly, attack the basket. If you don't like what you see, they're not going to handle thumbs up. I think you could run thumbs up for 1.5 minutes and get whatever you want. If we lose 1.5 minutes off this game, won't we be in pretty good shape? Okay?
Hey, the thumbs up, they're going to be looking at switch out on the pass back, so look for that. Look for jumping steals. Go.
All right, going to try to run the thumbs up for a minute and a half.
Your guess is as good as mine.
That's the stall game, I guess, right?
But I tell you that, they're expecting St. Joe's to press. And if you remember last time, St. Joe's scored 31 points in the 4th quarter. So they're going to try to create a little helter-skelter here to see if somehow, miraculously, they can pull this one out.
So here comes Henning. Let's see if they run a minute and a half off the clock. There was 5:37 when this play started. Gaudette thinks about drive. Now Johnson. Johnson didn't even look at the basket, so you know they're going to try to slow it down here a little bit.
So the thumbs up is run the clock.
And it cost him there. Here's Gatling. And he traveled. Oh, they're going to call a foul.
Oh, mercy.
Reaching foul on Bob Henning. That's Bobby's 3rd.
Even the other official was headed down court.
Team foul number 7. East Brunswick over the limit. Gatling at the free throw line to shoot the 1-and-1. His first trip to the free throw line tonight. He's pretty good there. 75% clip he hits him at. First is good.
And Gatling with his 5th. And, of course, the last times these teams met, Gatling had 17 points.
He'll shoot the bonus with 5:10 to go in the game. His club trailing by 14, now trailing by 13. Gatling with 6. Here's Gaudette.
That's a bad call. Okay, nobody. Bo's not objecting. Maybe I'm wrong.
So what could be a critical turnover. Gatling with it the other way, just under 5 minutes to go. Gatling driving baseline, shut down by Henning. There's Beverly, shot won't go. East Brunswick the other way. And Henning wisely calls timeout. He was feeling pressure from 3 players. 4:33 to go, 51-38. East Brunswick still leads. Back to the huddle.
Cozy board. All right, now listen to me. Listen, the pass you made was the right pass, but it should have went to him first and then under, okay? Now, it's a run and double. Anytime we set a screen on the ball, it's going to be a double. What offense do we run anytime a team starts to run and double? Kansas, right? Yeah, fill the high post and be strong with the ball. Find out what we have timeout-wise, right? All right, hey, I think we ought to avoid the dribble off, tell you the truth. I think he can swing it with a pass, right? I think we can swing it. Now, okay, we got to make sure we fill the high post all the time, right? And then we can get somebody behind the defense if we work. Where's Larry? You relax there defensively and let your man catch it a foot from the freaking basket. Are you kidding me? We're defending out here the rest of the game. Come on, let's go.
Yo, let's go, man. Let's go. Come on. Let's go.
Don't let down here. Come on.
Hey, side out into Kansas, right into Kansas. Okay, team.
1, 2, 3, team.
4:33 to go.
Okay, Gordy Katunowicz back in the game, and you can expect him and Gatling to start putting up some threes.
Gatling is the leading 3-point shooter. He's hit 20 on the season. Ball loose on the floor. Henning tracks it down. Gatling putting on some pressure. Wow, that's like a yo-yo. And a turnover by Gaudette. Back the other way, St. Joe's. Koltunowicz, pull-up jumper, glass is good. Koltunowicz with 8. And it's an 11-point lead. Ryan McBride returns to the lineup. Gaudette checks out for EB. Loose ball on the floor. Gatling got it. Well, they tried to save it in bounds, and St. Joe's touched it last. Good hustle by St. Joe's. They're not dead yet. 4:07 to play. Johnson will trigger the inbound, guarded by Kaczynski. In for Henning, an immediate double team. Back for Johnson. Looking for help. Did well to get it across the midcourt line. Here's McBride, wide open for the 3. Schuler came up with it. Here's Press, had it backslapped. It's going to go out of bounds. East Brunswick will maintain control.
And I'm not so sure Bo Henning wants that ball up at this juncture here now. I think he'd really rather for them to take some time off the clock.
Johnson will inbound, picked up by Kaczynski. In the backcourt for Henning, guarded there by Gatling. Boy, Henning is working hard. Here's McBride for Press. Henning to reset.
Well, they're back to thumbs up. They're not looking to shoot.
Taking time off the clock, 3:10 to go. This is just a clinic on good ball control.
He lost it, they said.
I spoke too soon. A traveling violation called. 3:06 to play. Still an 11-point lead. St. Joe's wants a timeout. 51-40. EB in control.
Okay, if we can swing that camera over there to St. Joe's. Take a good look at Lou Urbano. Gordy, you said his first coaching job was under?
His first coaching job was under his counterpart tonight, Bo Henning. They started, Bo was the coach at JFK High School in Island, the Island section of Woodbridge, and Lou was his assistant. And then Bo left JFK to come here. Ken Pace was hired as the coach of JFK. Urbano and Pace worked together there. Then they both went to Colonia together, where they put together that 1991 GMC tournament championship with Colonia. Urbano, I think, has coached every sport that there is on the high school ranks.
I understand he's the head baseball coach for St. Joe's.
The head baseball coach at St. Joe's. He's been at Kennedy and Colonia. He's assistant football coach at Sayreville. He's been in Woodbridge.
Wow.
He's just been everywhere. There's a three-pointer by Koltunowicz.
I knew we'd be expecting that.
His 16th of the year. He's got 11 points, and this is an 8-point game, my friends. 2:45 to go. Henning under pressure, breaks it, lost it momentarily, gets it back, a double team.
He's lost it twice, but you want the ball in Henning's hand. He's the best free throw shooter for the Bears.
Johnson, pass got slapped away, ball loose on the floor, and a tie-up.
And I'll tell you, just what the St. Joe's wants to do, create a little helter-skelter there.
And the possession arrow belongs to St. Joe's. Brett Gadet back in, Chris Schuler takes a breather. It's an 8-point deficit for St. Joe's, and they have the basketball.
And pretty much like the first time they played, St. Joe's making a run in the fourth quarter.
Put it in the hands of Gatling. Gatling
press.
Draws the contact, had it blocked, put back up by Kaczynski, and tapped in by Beverly. Beverly with 6. It's a 6-point lead. And they lost the ball.
And Henning's been out of control the last few times down the court.
2-on-1, and Sean Young wisely backs it off.
Bobby Henning, usually a sure-handed dribbler there. 2 out of the last 3 times has had trouble handling the ball.
He's been under a lot of pressure. Less than 2 minutes to go. Gatling thinks about the NBA 3, gets it in for Kaczynski, who shook loose, and a whistle and a foul.
Let's see. I think they got him down below. Let's see.
It's going to go on Max Johnson. That is his 3rd. Team foul number 8. To the free throw line to shoot a pair will be Greg Kaczynski. A 52% free throw shooter. He's 2 out of 3 on the night. Minute 41 to go, and his team trails by 6. They need these free throws very badly. Scoring points with the clock not running.
And the Wild Bunch is on their feet trying to disconcert them right now.
Kaczynski, 16 points on the night. Looking for more. He's got it. He missed his first, but he's hit 3 in a row. 3 out of 4 for a 52% free throw shooter. Responding in the pressure. Minute 41 to play. It's a 5-point lead. There's Kaczynski's 2nd. Left it a little short, but got his rebound.
Wow.
Kaczynski, 1 on the floor, put it up, won't go, but a whistle and a foul.
I'll tell you, it could have been a 4-point play for him. He made the foul shot, could have come back with a 3-point play there.
Foul is going to go on Max Johnson. That's his 4th. Team foul number 9. East Brunswick has let its lead slip away here. It's 51-46.
And this game has turned around really quick, and you see Bo Henning talking to the official there.
Minute 36 to play. Still lots of time. Let's go to the huddle.
What's up?
All right, make sure you're on Beverly's side here on the block out. And put Larry on the other side and make sure we don't give him a second shot. Everybody should have a block out responsibility. He's playing a 2 right now, you're playing a 3. If we need that 1-2 exchange, make sure it's at a real good angle. And after you set it, Bob, you got to double back to the ball. You know here's what's going to happen. We're going to throw it into one of you 2 guys. The guy guarding the ball is going to double it. So the opposite guard, right? Big guy steps in, opposite guard cut through the middle. If we can make a play down here, we could use some points, right? We could use some points. Turn and face the basket. Some plays are there. Be strong. Let's go. Come on, rebound.
There's never any panic in the Bohannon huddle.
He took the words out of my mouth at a time that most coaches might be screaming and panicking. He's in perfect control there, and it's transferred to his team.
No question about it.
Kaczynski going to shoot 2 big free throws here.
His team trails by 5. Another opportunity to put points on the board without the clock moving. He'll be shooting 2. First is good. 4 out of 6 on the night for Kaczynski. Now has 18 points. He's going to shoot 1 more. This would cut the deficit to 3. Three-point lead for East Brunswick.
And
19 points for Kaczynski.
And full court pressure by St. Joe's.
Heading under pressure. Timeout. All kinds of pressure by St. Joe's rather in the backcourt. Minute 28 to play.
And Lou O'Branick has a problem with that timeout there. They had him trapped there, and they got the timeout.
All right, so a heads-up play by Bobby Henning. Minute 28 to go. East Brunswick 51, St. Joe's 48. A win by East Brunswick would give them the GMC Red Division crown. And by the way, if you're following along on your calendar, you may want to make an appointment for February 26th. That will be the finals of the GMC tournament. The boys' final that day will be at 2. The girls' final, which I believe will have a green and white flavor in it this year as well.
I'm sure.
The East Brunswick girls team, a strong favorite to reach the finals. That game will be at 12. Both those games over at Rutgers. February 26th, 12 and 2 in the afternoon.
Back at Rutgers, which is a good sign. Okay, this game has turned out as exciting as we thought it would be. A nail biter here. And both fans are into the game right now.
I apologize. I yapped all the way through the timeout. We didn't hear what Bo Henning had to say. My apologies to the fans who wanted to hear that. Minute 28 to go, 51-38. East Brunswick by 3 in what's turned out to be a nail-biter. I thought Max Johnson's three-pointer at about the 6-minute mark
would have sealed it.
Yeah, would have sealed it. Henning under pressure. Long feed for Johnson alone.
And he's hammered.
Hacked in the act by Preston Beverly.
And I'll tell you, Max, just about a 45% free throw shooter here, will be going to the foul line to shoot 2 of the biggest free throws of his high school career.
Max at the line, converts. That's a money shot right there for Max Johnson. 2 out of 3 at the line tonight. Only shoots him at 47%. Averaging 11 points a game, has now 19 tonight. And it's the second. He's got 20.
Big baskets.
Huge points for Max Johnson. 3 out of 4 at the line. Minute 10 to go. Gatling to the hole. Put it up, no, and a rebound, and over the back is going to be called in Kaczynski.
And I'll tell you, Max Johnson did a good job to stay out of foul trouble there. They were coming up on him. He sort of raised his hand straight up in the air. Otherwise, he could have been called for a foul.
And that would have been his 5th, because he is one of a couple players with 4. So Larry Press.
I want to call him Impress, because students of the game recognize that Larry Press has done a yeoman's job tonight.
No doubt. Press hits the first. His first trip to the free throw line. Only a 58% free throw shooter, but nailed that one. Second one, no. The tip by Cadet almost went. Loose ball.
Everything going the Bears' way right now.
They get the loose ball after it was knocked out of bounds. Minute 4 to go. 54-48, the lead is back up to 6. In for Press. Steps through the double team.
He took travel. He did take steps.
And they whistle the travel. Big turnover. This game is not over yet with 1:02 to play. St. Joe's trying to keep alive a 5-game winning streak, and they've done that without Adam Menendez, the junior who they lost to a broken ankle back on January 25th against J.P. Stevens. The heart and soul, says Urbano. Basket is going to count. They're going to.
I'll tell you.
He did indicate that the basket would count, and no shot. No shot was the call. He will shoot 2.
Okay, the wild bunch getting a little wild. Frank Knoppenberger glaring up.
Foul goes against Larry Press. That is his second, team foul number 10. Kaczynski again at the free throw line, where he is 5 out of 7 tonight. 19 points. First is good. A couple of guys really responding under pressure.
I'll tell you, you'd like to see it. That's what high school basketball is all about.
He's shooting tonight at 75%, and on the season he's a 52% free throw shooter. The lead is 5. This could cut it to 4. Second by Kaczynski, no good. Rebound, Gadet.
Big rebound.
Under pressure, Gadet. Baseball pass to a wide open Press. And he blew the layup. And he blew the putback. He puts it up, no, and a traveling violation.
I'll tell you, Larry Press was simply too wide open, but you got to give him credit. He went up 2 more times after that to try to put the ball down.
Yeah, he never quit on it. It didn't go his way, but he never quit on it. He's probably better off using the glass.
I think he was thinking about dunking it.
I thought so too. It didn't get up quite as high as he wanted to. Here's Kaczynski. A 3 for Gatling. Rebound, Kaczynski. Oh, that's strength. Beverly with a rebound. 25 seconds to go. Put it up. No. Tip back. Taken by Gatling.
Whoa, an off-balance
Shoots
shot.
the off-balance 3. Press with the rebound with 15 seconds to go. Gets it for Henning. 5-point lead.
And Henning's mugged.
And a foul on Gatling. That will be his 4th. And with 10 seconds to play, East Brunswick looks like they're going to close it out, especially since Henning is going to the free throw line.
That's right, 84%, I believe, free throw shooter, and he's good as gold normally.
He's 2 for 2 at the line tonight. Both free throws in the first half, so he hasn't been there in the second half. And he's been running around like a madman, hanging on to that basketball under all kinds of intense pressure from the St. Joe's defense.
The only mystery to this game right now, Gordy, is will the Wild Bunch storm the court?
First free throw is good by Henning. Henning with 13.
And you see them over there. They look like they're ready. And where's
Second free throw, no good. It's a 6-point lead with 8 seconds to go. East Brunswick's going to win this one. Here's a Koltunowicz 3. It's no good. Rebound to Beverly. Puts it up at the buzzer. It's no good. And East Brunswick wins it 55
And they storm the
49.
court, as you can see it. Anytime you can beat a St. Joe's team, it's exciting for these Bear fans, and they're enjoying it right now.
So the celebration is on at midcourt as East Brunswick wins it.
And Lou Brando, if you take a look at him, he thought there was a foul on that last shot there. He thought Max Johnson committed a foul there, and he's saying the game shouldn't be over. But the game is over. Let's see. There's some question about it, Gordy. It's over.
I don't think there's a question because the referees have left the court. 55-49 is your final. St. Joe's drops to 11-5 overall, 9-3 in the division. East Brunswick now 14-3 on the season and a perfect 12-0 in the GMC Red Division, and they are the Red Division champs for the 1999-2000 season. So congratulations to Bo Henning and company.
That's for sure.
East Brunswick with an impressive win led by Max Johnson's 20 points and Bobby Henning's 13. St. Joe's was led by Greg Kaczynski with 20 and Andy Koltunowicz's 11 points. Thanks to our crew tonight, Rory Serena on the camera, Pete Canamesa, our producer, for my partner Phil Hill. I'm Gordy Deal. East Brunswick wins at 55-49 over St. Joe's. Have a good night, everybody.